is really happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 1 has wrapped up, but not so long after, we have finally had confirmation as to when we can expect to see the next season of Jurassic World Chaos Theory, as we're treated with some new images and an official clip from Season 2 already. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Chaos Theory video. In today's video, we'll be going ahead and discussing all of the latest new details, images, and clips from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2, as some exciting news has just dropped late last night. We're still aiming for 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you're part of the 80% of people who are not subscribed currently watching this video, then let's try to change that by pressing that red subscribe button. We have a target of 3,000 likes on today's video, our biggest target we have ever set. So why not press that like button so we can destroy that YouTube algorithm? But in the meantime, I know you guys are here for one thing and one thing only. That's Season 2 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So, once you're sat back, relaxed, and enjoying your G Fuel after using code SWERVE, it's time to check out the first clip and images from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2. So firstly, we're going to go ahead and discuss the brand new images that come from officially DreamWorks over on Twitter. And the first image that we have right here, we have the campers, all 5 campers, but noticeably someone is missing. We have the campers of Darius, we have Sammy, Yaz, Kenji, and Ben. But what's more interesting about this is that when we take a proper look and kind of start to speculate and theorize about what's happening in this scene, we see that there is somebody holding some kind of, electric thingamabob. Now, initially, many people were thinking that this is Brooklyn. The person holding this is Brooklyn. And some people thought she turned into some kind of Captain Hook character, where she can have attachments onto her chopped off arm, and this lightning taser kind of thing is something that she's added onto her arm. And why do people think this? Well, if you take a look at Kenji, he's rather angry, he's rather annoyed, and nobody else is quite like that. Sure, Darius is also looking down, maybe possibly looking at Brooklyn's arm, so people thought that maybe Kenji is angry because he's now realized that Brooklyn is alive. But I don't know. I don't think that that's the case. I won't doubt that it is the case, but if you notice, all of these campers are still wearing their exact same clothes from the end of Season 1. So when we also take a look at the background, it looks like some kind of container. And as we know, the boat that we have in the end of Chaos Theory Season 1 had loads of containers, most of them involving dinosaurs, but I assume maybe 1 or 2 of them were free and open. Now we also know that there were people on the boat as well, so there is a good chance that maybe somebody opened the container here where the campers were then discovered and the person on the boat has them at taser point. So that's what I assume is happening here, but I did mention about their clothes, so make sure you pay attention to their clothes because it does kind of get a little bit interesting once we talk about the new clip that also released. But next up we have the second image that I want to talk about. The image that confirms what we speculated for quite a while. We have the Suchomimus returning in Chaos Theory Season 2, and it looks slightly different than to the one we saw in Season 1. In this image right here, we see a glorious jungle shot of what seems to be, I believe, 3 Stegosauruses kind of squaring up to the Suchomimus. And I'm not too sure where they are exactly, it could just be some kind of morning, but the sun is very high and the sun seems very radiant if so. And this is typical in countries such as West Africa and the Middle East. And as we suspect for quite some time now that we theorized last week, it seems as though Chaos Theory Season 2 is taking place in West Africa. And within that confirmation of where it takes place, we had confirmation of the Suchomimus and its model and design. The Suchomimus we see in this image is the same model and design that we see in the toy that confirms that Season 2 is taking place in West Africa. When we take a look at the scenery and the sun being so strong and very high up in the sky, it seems as though that yes, Season 2 does in fact take place in West Africa. So what else can we realize about this image? Well, it seems as though the Suchomimus has kind of bitten off a bit more than he can chew, and he's now facing up with a herd of thagomized stegosauruses, and he's terrified. He's terrified to say the least. We kind of get a better understanding of how the Suchomimus got into this position in the first place, thanks to the clip that also released via Netflix.
Someone is hunting us.
Now it's a very, very short clip, but it does give us 2 extra scenes here that we didn't initially see from the images. The first one has the text of Jurassic World Chaos Theory on screen, but it kind of shows the Suchomimus run up face to face with the Stegosaurus. But what I notice is that the Sucho kind of like stops very abruptly because the Stegosaurus ran into its path. So in my assumption, the Stegosaurus seems to be protecting somebody. Maybe the campers, maybe their young, I don't know. But it does seem as though they did stop the Suchomimus from running exactly where the Sucho wanted to go. But what I love about this Suchomimus is what's on its skull. If we take a look at the way that it's designed, it seems like its teeth is coming out a little bit more ridged. Not quite like the design or model that we have from Jurassic World Evolution 2. But the purple and yellow color scheme on its forehead looks really, really good. I don't know, there's something about it that just looks amazing. And I feel as though the lighting that we get in the second shot and via the image, it doesn't really do it justice of how good this dinosaur does look. So the lighting in this first clip makes it look incredible, to say the least. But yeah, it does seem as though it was chasing something down and then had to kind of stop abruptly because the Stegosaurus got in the way. The second clip also features the, 3 Stegosauruses coming face to face with this Suchomimus, so it does seem as though he did bite off a bit more than he can chew. But remember when I mentioned about the clothes of the campers still being the same? Well, as we know, West Africa is hot. It's hot pretty much all year round, and as you can see, the campers now don't have their overlays on anymore. You know, Darius's yellow jacket is gone, Sammy's blue jacket is gone, and also Yasmina's beige jacket is also gone as well. So it seems as though it's very hot where they are, so they had to take off their layers, obviously. So that also further confirms that it does take place in West Africa. Now, we can't really tell too much about this clip. All we know is that these 3 are together, and they seem to be startled by something that's behind them. Not too sure what, but they do seem to be in the same biome as to where the Suchomimus is, so there is a chance that possibly, just possibly, that these scenes take place very, very close in between each other. But the lighting, the sun, it doesn't match too much. All we can tell is that it does match the biome. After that, we don't really get too much extra in the clip, and that's practically it when it comes to the clips. However, there was a new render that released regarding the Atrociraptors, and it is safe to say that it seems as though Red, the Atrociraptor, the one Atrociraptor that was very absent from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 1, is appearing in Season 2 because it has its own animated render right here. And as you can see, it's a beautiful model. It looks really, really good. So I am very interested and very excited to see where Red is going to play into this story, or how Red's going to join the other Atrociraptors leading up to Jurassic World Dominion. Because as we know, Chaos Theory Season 1 takes place right at the very end of September, I believe. And it actually retconned the timeline of Jurassic World Dominion taking place in October, July time. So now it seems as though Dominion takes place in the earliest of November of 2022. So yeah, it seems like Red is also confirmed. So right now we have Gallimimus, Suchomimus, Stegosaurus, and Atrociraptor as the 4 dinosaurs that are confirmed for Chaos Theory Season 2. But what's more interesting is that on the tweets that we got from DreamWorks TV, they gave us some confirmation saying the chaos continues. Season 2 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory coming this fall only on Netflix, which for the majority of the world is autumn. So when does autumn typically start? That is September 1st, 2024. So therefore, in September, we will have Season 2, which means that our first announcement trailer, or teaser trailer shall we say, should be at the end of June, as we have been suspecting for quite some time, and then maybe at the end of July or the start of August, we'll get our first full trailer of Chaos Theory Season 2, and then obviously at the start of September, which is also when we were suspecting as well, we'll get the release of Season 2 for Chaos Theory. So we're not actually that far away. Like, we just need to get from one trailer to the other and then to release. And we're already in the month where we're expecting the first trailer for this show. Then again, it could be at the start of July, we don't entirely know, but either way, it will be around that time frame. End of June, start of July for the first teaser trailer, and then maybe at the end of July or the start of August for the full trailer, and then at the very start of September for Season 2 of Chaos Theory. Again, autumn does last for, I think 2 months, 3 months even, so it could literally be October as well. But based off the recent theories and discoveries that we've made on the channel, it does seem as though September is the most likely date for the release of Chaos Theory Season 2. Where this show might go, I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm intrigued to see why they went to West Africa, and I'm pretty sure a Season 3 is going to happen for Chaos Theory. So whatever happens in West Africa, I really hope eventually leads up to the events of Jurassic World Dominion, whether that means involving locusts, whether that means them going to Italy and the Dolomites, or maybe even Malta. One of those three options, maybe even another option later down the line. I'm very excited to see where Season 2 goes, and I can't wait. We don't even have long to wait anymore. Anyways, yeah, this was our first official glimpse into Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2, and what it has to offer. As we get closer to the end of Jurassic June, we can expect our first teaser trailer to drop sometime soon, so be sure you're sticking with us here on YouTube and have my notifications turned on after subscribing, as I keep you up to date with all of the latest bits of information. As for today though, make sure you head on down to the comments and let me know your thoughts about Season 2 of Chaos Theory so far, and why not also comment red to prove that you made it this far into the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed, but most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.